And what's going on? Tez was the only one in the chat for a second there. Oh my God, what it is. We got to get it fixed. We got to get the cameras fixed, man. How y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling, man? It is live call-in Fridays. Y'all know what it is, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Tell everybody to come on in because we get ready to turn it up in this thing, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Water cooler talk. Sports coming up next. Let's go.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Yes, sir, man. It is Friday, August 1st. That's what it is. It's August 1st, ladies and gentlemen. We should be hearing some news soon. Let me stop, man. Hope y'all doing all right tonight, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. My name is Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Marcus could not be here tonight, man. Getting ready for a family reunion. So, man, shout out to Marcus and them tonight, man. Rocking out with that, man. But tonight, of course, we got our guy, the man, the myth, the legend, everybody's favorite, the fan favorite, Auburn Tez is right with us tonight. What's up, Tez? How you feeling, man?
Feeling pretty good, man. I'm digging the new intro.
Hey, okay. So, all right, on a scale of 1 to 10, what you think about the new intro? On a scale of it, you say you digging it. That don't mean it's a 10. On a scale of 1 to 10.
I think it's a hit, man. I think it's a 10.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to the new intro. Shout out to the person that edited that for me. Thank you. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Auburn Dad in the chat said, War Eagle, what's up, Auburn Dad? Hope you feeling good, man. The Huggy Beard is rocking with us tonight as well. What's up, Huggy? Hope you doing all right tonight, my guy. Hope all is going good with you, man. He's saying what's up as well. Get Musty is in the chat with us tonight. What up, Get Musty? What's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? He said it's the Birdman hand rub time. Birdman hand rub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Huggy Beard said, oh, snap, new intro. Hey, how you like the intro, Huggy? How you like it? What you think about it? What y'all think about the intro? Let me know what y'all think about the intro. I mean, I think I did okay. I think I did okay. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me, man. Auburn Dad said he liking it. Auburn Dad said he liking the new intro. C Hall said he jamming with the remix. Okay, all right, I see it. Auburn Dad said, "What's up, War Eagle?" The nigga Tez, what's up? What's happening, fellas? What's going on, Huggy? James Barnett, what's up, man? What's going on, James? Hope you feeling all right tonight, man. He said, "What's up to everybody?" Ted saying you got feedback in your mic.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
You can hear it. All right, hold on. We're gonna try to see if we can fix that. Still hadn't figured out this August 1st thing intro banging. Okay, they saying the intro banging. Okay, I like it. Everybody saying they like the intro. Okay, they like the intro. Okay, sound good. Let me see if I can fix that feedback real quick. Tell me if you can tell me if there's any feedback now.
Yes,
yeah. Jesus Christ, man. We trying to fix this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with us since we trying to fix it. We trying to fix it. It'll be all right. We're gonna get it taken care of. We hope that y'all still rocking with us here, man. But we're gonna make sure we get this thing rocking and rolling and fixed around the water cooler, man, because we're gonna get y'all phone calls tonight. We're gonna get them phone calls tonight because we want y'all to call in and tell us exactly how y'all feeling tonight and what's in the house, man. They saying Ed Darby in the chat. What Ed at? They said Mr. 21 is in here, man. He said, Ed, there you go. He said, hey, chat, y'all take it easy on Nick. I need his confidence to be up when the show. Is that a slight? Hey, did y'all not have a conversation about that in the text thread today? Get much said the intro dope. Shout out, thank you. Thank you. Had a conversation about that in the text thread tonight, man. That's what's up, man. Everybody said Mr. 21 in the house. What's going on? He said, bruh, I literally just got a text from oh snap. They losing their mind since I've been working on. Huggy, you not paying people's bills around there, are you? Come on, Huggy. All right, I feel you, Huggy. That's what I'm talking about. Richard, hold on, I can't see. Hold on, Richard Wentland, War Eagle. What up, Richard Wentland? Appreciate you coming around the chat, rocking with us, man. Huggy said he liked the new intro. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. That's what's up. He said, dang, Huggy. He said, nah. He said, yeah, nah, he ain't doing that. All right, then, Huggy, I feel you. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. Is the echo still bad?
I think so.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying to figure this thing out on my end, bro. I'm working on it while we doing it. Working on it while we making everything right. We're gonna try to get this echo fixed on our end because it should not be wasn't it? So Tight saying no echo. Tight saying there's no echo. Shout out to Tight. Shout out to Tight. He said it's better, but it's not gone. Okay, so it is better. Okay, so that did help. I'm gonna be honest, we're not pros at this thing. I'm not a pro.
Right.
I'm doing the best that I can. You know what it is. It is. So I'm just working. We just working towards the next thing every single day. Man, all right, man. Let's not belabor the point because, like I said, tonight's show is all about you all. That's what the show is about tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the call-in number right there. If you want to call in, if you want to tell us how you feel, if you want to tell us something, if you want to give us a topic, if you want to talk about something in particular, if you want to talk about SummerSlam that's about to happen tomorrow, if you want to talk about this August 1st deadline that's supposed that came today and went, if you want to talk about Jace Matthews committing tomorrow at Auburn, if you want to talk about the SEC champ, if you want to talk about Auburn potentially being in the college football playoff, if you want to talk about who has a better offense, Alabama or Auburn, we had that conversation on Wednesday. If you want to, whatever you want to talk about, that's the call-in number right there. Hit us up, 334-521-2679. Again, that is 334-521-2679. The line is open. The line is open. So go ahead, hit the line, jump on the show, and let's hear your thought process. Tez, what's on your mind tonight, Tez? What you thinking about?
Oh, man. Something interesting happening.
Okay.
I know it's August 1st. I've seen a lot of kids posting that they've got their official offers.
See, I tried to tell y'all.
On Twitter. So, I mean, I don't know if John Cohen was right, but it's definitely an extra step in the recruiting process that we didn't have before. Where these offers have to actually go official. So he wasn't lying about that part. Because I've seen a ton of kids just kind of posting like, got my official offer, got my official offer, got my official offer.
So let's give John Cohen credit here. Let's give him credit here. So he was correct in saying that official offers go out today. But on the other hand, we can say that he was wrong because now those kids are now getting official offers and they're not decommitting or saying that they're backing off their commitment. Maybe that happens in the next couple of weeks or so. Maybe we'll see that happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's all of them. I don't know. Like we'll see. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting. It's another step in the recruiting process that wasn't there before. Another layer. So I don't know. I'm thinking it may be some kids that committed somewhere that may not get an offer or may back off their offer. Like I'm not saying that's gonna happen and they all gonna come to Auburn and they gonna be 5-star kids, but like whenever you add steps, there's room for error.
Okay. All right. So my question is how many so with these so do you think there is any name or let's not do that. Do you think there is any potential kid? Okay, let's put it on a scale of let's put a percentage to it. What percentage of guys do you think actually end up backing off or backing off the commitment because they did not get the offer that they were promised from the school that they were promised that offer to? And end up reopening their commitment. Do you think there's a large swath of prospects that do that?
No, not at the big name schools for sure. Like because these schools probably had the money to back it up. So it Kentucky, maybe,
Then there is okay.
Yeah, so something like that, maybe, but like, nah. As far as like Georgia and Alabama and schools like that, nah, I don't see it happening.
Okay,
but there's probably some smaller schools that overextended themselves. That's kind of like,
But were those the guys? But were those the type of schools that the recruits that Auburn were going after? Were those?
No, that's
what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah, probably not. No.
So I mean, let's just revisit the answer. Should Auburn have been more aggressive earlier on in the season in the summer with recruiting?
We don't know yet
because it looks like the cautionary approach that they took, just from what we've seen, with guys saying that they are getting letters and stuff like that, and they're getting their official offers. It seems to not be panning out the way Auburn thought it would.
Well, we don't know yet. It's just been one day, so we have no clue. But I don't know. I don't think their approach was right. I'm just pointing out the fact that it is. He's right. Yeah, it is a written letter that goes out and the offers become official on August 1st because we're seeing kids post that, hey, I got my offer, which is kind of weird to see kids who've already committed to a school now getting official offers after they've already committed to a school. It's kind of when you think about it, it's kind of like the official that didn't really exist before. The offer always came before the commitment and then the signing. Now we have an offer, a commitment, an official offer, and then now a signing. So like, it's kind of recruiting is kind of weird in that way now.
But here's the thing, though. What I'm saying is, it seems as if the administration at Auburn was banking on the fact that when this happened, that a bunch of guys were gonna be like, "Oh snap!" I mean, you weren't gonna see that happening today, but it is happening. And then I guess they were taking into account that since that wouldn't happen at a lot of schools, and things and stuff like that, that a lot of the people that Auburn was talking to, because they were being so truthful and honest up front, would come back and give their commitment to Auburn because Auburn was truthful in the process. That part seems to be backfiring.
Well, yeah, but it's only been a day though. You know what I mean? Like those commits didn't flip from Auburn in like 12 hours. Like
that part, I agree with you there.
Yeah. So you gotta give it time, man. Like, and you got a season coming up. A lot of what Auburn did. I will say this, but what Auburn did by not being aggressive is they put a massive importance on this season.
That part, I agree with you. I agree with
you.
But my question still, the question I asked still looms. even if Auburn wins 9-10 games this year, are we going to see a mass flip?
Probably not.
Okay, so my thing is we should have still been aggressive in this summer portal is my point. Shout out to Brent M for rocking with us, man. He said AU is putting the money offer in, the scholarship offers going out today. I'm hoping that by the second half of the season, Auburn is winning and dropping bags. Shout out to Brent M for rocking with us around the water cooler. Brent, if you want to call in,
point.
The number is in the ticker at the bottom. If you want to call in and let us know how you feel about that, man, do that, man. This is the call-in show. I don't want people to be afraid to call in. If you want to call in, call in. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Winning Tails cares. Well, winning cares of 90% of everything. That part. I agree with you. I agree with you there, Robert. Marcus is number one fan. I agree with you there, man. Marcus is not here tonight, Robert. He's getting ready for a family reunion. So just want to let you know that. It is what it is, man. Auburn, they say right. Got to win on the field. Got to win on the field, man.
It's only sustainable for so long. And it gets more expensive. You don't win, it gets more expensive to recruit at a high level.
I mean, it'll probably get a lot more expensive if you don't win. And now you're looking at a simple fact of what happens if he doesn't win. Are we looking for another coach? How expensive is that? Because now you're looking to pay a whole new whole new coaching staff. Plus, now you got to try to be able to. He said, I did not run him off last night. That is not the other night. I did not run Marcus off. Marcus is perfectly okay. He is good. He get ready for reunion. That's not what happened, man. That's not what happened. All right, man. I am. That's funny. Shout out to Robert Smith. All right, Tess. We ain't got no call-ins yet. I guess they're gonna call in later on. Who knows? I mean, it is what it is. This is the call-in show. This show is for you all to call in. It is what it is. But go ahead. What's on your chest? What's on your mind? What's on your chest? What's on your mind?
I was about to ask, what do you think about do you think that there'll be schools that back off of offers from kids, or do you see any? I mean, not necessarily Auburn, but just in general.
Somebody at any level, powerful.
Just like with the change in recruiting and the extra step in there. Any kids that you see verbally committed that aren't going to sign?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, and here's I'm answering the question like this. All right. So a couple of weeks ago, we did the show about the memo that was put out by CSC, saying that third-party NIL collectives could not pay players directly.
Right.
But early last week, they got shot down. And so now third-party collectives are considered business, have valid business purposes, and they can pay players. They can pay players directly. Now, with that happening now, I sit here and I say, okay, does that change anything? Because like I stated before in another show, like with the collective now, with the collective in limbo and not knowing exactly how the collective will play a role in it, you were hearing about schools potentially taking smaller classes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just looking at that and just saying, well, now that we are trying to fit everything underneath the school cash management system and things and stuff like that, I'm just saying, yeah, maybe they take smaller classes, but now with the ruling coming out that collectives can continue doing what they've been doing, I don't see anything. I don't see anything changing. I think the smaller schools that have historically been, just getting by with recruiting and just doing what they can to get recruiting, and I think the bigger schools that have been using collectives and now have money in-house to use to pay players as well are just gonna get more and more players. Like I don't think this changes anything. Now if the stipulation would have stayed in place, that they would have said collectives would have still been third party would have not had valid business purposes, I would have sat here and I would have been like, okay, that's understandable. I can see that. I can understand that. But I don't know. I think we got our first caller in. I think we got our first one in. And ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, Robert Smith. What up, Robert? How you feeling, man?
Good evening, Nick. Good evening, Tez. What's going on with y'all this evening?
Not much, Robert.
Man, not much.
I hope all is good with you.
Yep. Just got through eating some Mexican and drinking a beer, just fixing to kick back and listen to the show here. But no,
it sounds like a good time right there, man.
What's that, Tez?
I said that sounds like a good time. A beer and your feet up.
Yeah, well, when you're my age, little things like that. Anyway, I just think if we win this season, 8 to 9 games, that's all it's going to take. Okay. Everything's going to take care of itself, and we are so deep. People don't realize how deep we are, young we are in the secondary, and the wide receivers, and at quarterback. So we're stacked at a lot of critical positions for the upcoming years. So we need a class, but it don't have to be a top tier class this time. I'd like one, don't get me wrong. But I think if we get around that 15 mark, 12 mark, 17 mark, and able to put together some nice portal additions, we won't miss a beat. That's my opinion.
Okay. You mentioned something. You mentioned something, Rob. You said you think we're deep at quarterback for the years coming.
I do think we're Jackson Arnold's got 2 years. Deuce Knight, and then the kid from Stanford can even play 2 years, from what I hear. Is that right?
No, he got this. This is
I
last.
think he's
year.
got one.
You sure?
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's what we read. This is last year.
Well, I think we're fairly deep. I mean, if you take Jackson Arnold for 2 more years, for this year and next year, and Deuce Knight, I mean, anything's possible, injuries and transfers and all that. But right now, I mean, I like the situation at that position.
Okay. What about Peyton?
I mean, we could, I would like to have a hot shot in the wings behind Deuce, but there again, is he going to sit behind Deuce? You're going to get a 5-star kid that's going to sit behind Deuce? I don't know.
Okay,
that's why I think you put a transfer in there, a good legit transfer, and I think you don't miss a beat.
This is a question I got for you, Robert. I got a question for you. Do you think in this era of college football, you need to go get an elite quarterback every recruiting class? Now, and let me put layers to this. So elite is upper tier 4-star, 5-star guys. So guys that have a number rating of like 93 and above. Do you think you need to go get an elite quarterback every single class?
Okay. Well, this is Auburn, right?
Okay.
When have we ever went out? To me, Bo Nix was the only 5-star quarterback I can remember us ever getting. You think of all the good quarterbacks in the last 10 or 15 years with Cam, Nick Marshall, Jarrett Stidham, they've all been transfers. And the damn kids we've recruited, some of them's been high. Jeremy Johnson's a 4-star, high 4-star. Tom White was a high 4-star. So, and I'm probably leaving out a couple more, but to answer that question, I don't think it's important, because I think with the transfer portal the way it is right now, you can get a kid like that kid coming into Oklahoma from Washington State, Mateer. I mean, I seen some footage of him the other day, and this kid, I'm telling you, I hear people talking about him, but I think this kid could be one of the best, if not the best, QBs in the league. So I don't think it's that critical. I think you need to try to get one, yes, but if you don't, you might have a 3 or 4-star kid to develop into a superstar. So, and we had no 5-star other than Bo Nix, so that should answer that, right?
I agree. Now, I hear what you're saying, like, cause I am of the effect, or the thought process that you go get a guy like that every other recruiting cycle. It's my thought process.
Well, it's good to do. It's good to do that if you can. But for one thing, we got to start winning some games, and they're not going to come here if we're not a winning program. I mean, you can pay them, but so can another school. They want to win. They want to get to the next level. They want to be talked about. And I think we can get a quarterback like that. We can, but we haven't had that many over the years. I mean, I just told you we just haven't. All the super studs we've had has been transfers come in. You know, in the last 10, 15 years, 20 years, they've all been transfers. All the good ones. Am I right?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Marshall, Jarrett Stidham. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can't name me one quarterback other than Bo Nix, who was a highly touted guy, like a 5-star. He panned out. We just didn't use him properly. And we could talk all day about that. I mean, we didn't use him. He had talent out the yin yang. I mean, he was immature when he was at Auburn a little bit, and then when he got to Oregon, he grew up. And you see what he blossomed into. But he was the real deal, and that's the last one we hadn't had a decent quarterback that we've recruited other than Deuce Knight that I can remember since Bo Nix. I mean, Robbie Asher, come on. You know, he wasn't a recruit. He transferred in, but we just hadn't had any quarterbacks down there since Bo Nix. We haven't. I can't name one. Can y'all?
I think Holden Gurner was supposed to be that guy if
Carson
got a chance. But
well, he was supposed to be that guy. See, that goes back to what I'm telling you. Some of these guys don't pan out. You don't know till they get there.
But okay,
and
did Holden Gurner actually get a chance though? Did he actually get a legit chance?
To me, Holden would have never. Holden had a good arm, but Holden needed a lot of time in the pocket to look, and his feet were like cement. So I don't think he would ever make it. I really don't. You know, I don't even know who picked him up.
Brian Harsin.
Harsin picked him up because he wanted to run the pro style system.
He's at Cal now.
No, I think Holden is at. Where is Holden?
No. I know Harsin picked him up. But Harsin. Oh, you're saying who originally picked him up? Harsin. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Now that's what.
I'll let you know in a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hold on. I want to know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
See, Harson's at Cal now.
Texas
right.
State.
Texas State. So he followed TJ Finley.
Yeah, well, that's where all our superstars go to. That's where Finley.
Yep.
He come out of Texas. Yeah. He went there. So, but well, fellas, good to talk to y'all tonight. And I'm gonna kick back and listen to what y'all have to say.
Well, we appreciate you, Robert, man, for always calling in, being the first call. We appreciate you.
You're welcome, my man. Talk to y'all later.
All right, now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Robert Smith calling in. That's the number at the bottom, 334-521-2679, 334-521-2679. If you want to call in and chat with us as well, man, we appreciate you, man. He came in the middle of the call. Well, right when the call started, we didn't get a chance to introduce him properly. It's TV. It's the one and only DC. Wolf, what up, DC?
Ain't nothing, man. Robert is more important than DC, man, by miles. So, man, you did the right thing, man. Robert is way more important, man.
Everybody's important right here. Jermaine said Auburn getting paid after Deuce, actually a good pickup, and I did talking about Peyton Falzone. Is what he talking about. Dude is like 6'5" with like 11-inch hands. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Wow. And then Brent brought up something. He said, "What about Walker White?" Forgot about Walker White. Walker White supposed to be the guy for this class.
So what's interesting about that is I think quarterback room is more about like getting these guys on the field than it is about like drafting. You can draft a quarterback. I mean, not draft. I keep saying draft, but you can sign a quarterback every other year if the quarterbacks you're signing are getting on the field.
Okay.
Once you're in the portal for a quarterback, you need to sign the best quarterback you can get every year.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's no guarantee these guys gonna get on the field. That's honestly one of the reasons why Auburn has struggled to recruit quarterbacks, because these kids hadn't seen any high school kids really get opportunities for real.
I'm
not long-term opportunities.
I ask you this question: is that because of the current climate of the wind now? in college football that you're not seeing, that you are seeing a lot of schools pivot towards, the transfer portal where guys have experience that they can actually come in and help you win now instead of developing a guy that you're coming out of high school?
No, I think it's always been the case. I think that development, when we talk about is a player being developed, is largely does he have a path to get on the field? Because
I disagree with that to a point. I think that sentiment is now with the transfer portal being so prevalent. But before the transfer portal, you can have guys that can come in and be developed for a year or two. They wouldn't see the field until they're,
yeah, but that's because they didn't have the option. That's because they didn't have the option to leave. If
that's
you gave some of those same players the option to leave, they probably would dip.
So my question is, so I just want to throw it back out there. Do you think that now with that being so prevalent and coaches now having the pressure to win so soon, that they are opting more at trying to find guys that are already experienced in some ways to help them win now?
Yeah, I mean, I just think they have to be a little bit more intentional about your recruiting. You can't over recruit a room. Like you can't like Hugh Freeze was saying about our receiver room. Like you can't go out there and just stack that room up and spend a ton of money on that room. You have to get those players on the field.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get on the field. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed in some of the videos that's coming out, I see a lot of Bryce Cain sightings.
Yes.
And been a lot of talk about Bryce Cain, but in all the videos, he's showing up.
Yep.
So, like, that's a player that he's got to get on the field, man. Like, we won 5 games. I'm pretty sure they came knocking at Bryce Cain, and he didn't get on the field. So, like, I just think it's always been development is getting on the field. It's just that that's just like the initial decision that goes coming out of high school. So, like, you could go to a school like Alabama, and you knew that they was putting running backs in the NFL every year. So you knew eventually you was gonna get on the field if you went there. So that's how they could stack up the running back room. I think it's kind of the same, Keandre Lambert-Smith balling out with the Chargers helps us a lot.
Yes.
I don't think people understand that helps us a lot.
It does.
When it comes to these kids, because they ultimately want to play in the NFL. So
that part.
It's roster management, that attrition, getting players in, getting them out in a good way, not just to other schools. I mean, getting them in the door, getting them to the NFL. Whether they pan out in the NFL, that's up to them. But if you can do that, like Jackson Arnold has 2 years left. In a perfect world, Jackson Arnold balls out and leaves for the NFL, and Deuce Knight starts next year.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, because if Jackson Arnold stays, now you have that log jam and attrition problem. Now, do we get a quarterback? Does Deuce stick around? Does he want to be a backup for another year? Do we start Deuce? Does that Jackson Arnold transfer then? Like, you see what I'm saying? You get this conundrum of things. So I think a lot of just development is getting these guys on the field, getting them opportunity to play, and getting them out the door.
Shout out to Rob, man. Rob said that's why Privilege came to Missouri for a chance to start. Well, Rob, shout out to Rob 077. What's up, Rob? Appreciate you coming around the water cooler, chilling with us, man. Mm-hmm. Is Bo Privilege gonna start though? Because apparently, according to Eli Drinkwitz, y'all have there's another quarterback on that roster that's just as good that he's very high on. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but I was reading where somebody asked him and said, Bo Privilege will be the guy. And Drinkwitz was like, hold up now. There's another guy on this roster that's just as good that they can come in and do some things for us as well. So, Robert, if you can let us know who that guy is, because he said that's the reason why Privilege came to Missouri. But if that's the case, is he going to start? Did Bo Privilege make the right decision? DC, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, man, I'm starting to look at recruiting totally different, man, than I used to. It's like, even if you want to stack people, you can't. Because like with our wide receiver room this year, man, you're at a limit to how many you can take. It's now they are attributing a percentage to a room, is what Hugh Freeze said that they are doing now. They're attributing a percentage of money to a room. So once they reach that percentage ceiling. They can't take any more wide receivers. So now it's like you're gonna have to really, really be able to evaluate personnel. So when you fill that room, you'll be able to use them. You can't have any dead weight. You can't. It's going to be more like an NFL roster now. You're not drafting players to kind of just sit on the bench and hang out and wait 3 years. You know what I'm saying? While we develop you, it's like you have to be more intentional in who you get. Players are going to have to be able to come in more ready to play because you're going to be like wasting cap money on these guys. You know what I'm saying? So now with recruiting, I look at it as more like an NFL thing now, man. I used to be like, just stack the room. Now you can't, man. You can't stack the room with 25-star linebackers and then gray shirt them like, Alabama used to do. You can't do that anymore, man, because it's a price tag on them now. You can't have dead weight just sitting around. So I kind of look at recruiting a little bit more different. And change is good, man. So I'm see how Auburn rolls with these changes, man. So
okay. I like this. I like this method. I'm just gonna be honest.
It's definitely not like it used to. It's flipped on its head now, man.
Yeah, I like it for several reasons. One reason why I like it is for the fact that you just stated. You have to be more intentional about guys that you go out and get now, and it forces coaches to coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, all right, I got this guy, I got this 5-star here. Okay, I got another 5-star behind me, and then same position, and then now there's potentially another 4-star that's behind him. If this guy don't pay enough, I can just go to the next guy. Now it's gonna show you. To me personally, now it's gonna show you a lot of guys who can actually coach. If you pay attention, if you like to look at positions and position coaches and see what position coaches are putting guys in the league and what NFL scouts and stuff are saying about certain guys from certain schools and things and stuff like that. Like we all know Iowa, a lot of offensive linemen come from Iowa. You know that.
True.
So if you start looking at it like that and you start seeing how guys are recruiting, and it also makes the process of going out and trying to find talent that much more mathematical, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of people that's stressed out trying to decide, like, what is the deciding factor between me taking this receiver or this receiver? Like, what is the deciding factor? And when and this is why I come to the part to where I'm like, I don't know what Auburn is, and I'm starting to maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm seeing it change a little bit, because one thing that I noticed, like, and I never forget this, I was like 17, 18 years old when I heard this. Bill Belichick, he was with the Patriots, and he basically had a list for every position, and he had non-negotiables for each position.
Right.
Height, weight, and if they couldn't do these 2 or 3 things, he wouldn't draft them. They were not draftable guys for his team. I don't know if Auburn has that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know if we can sit there and just be like, all right, look, let's look.
I think on the defensive side of the ball, we can.
That's okay, understandable.
I think definitely receivers getting that way.
Receivers definitely
definitely receivers.
But when you look at, let's just say we're looking at an offensive lineman. Let's say we're looking at a guard. What do you want in a guard? If I was a coach and I'm a guard, I'm looking at, all right, I need my guy to be somewhere between 6'2" to 6'4". I need him to be able to grow up to probably 330 pounds. I need him to be flexible, be able to bend. I need him to have violent hands. I need him to be able to move his feet quick. I need him to have feet quick as a hiccup. Isn't that what the lady said in the movie? Quick as a hiccup. I need him to have that, but I also need him to be I need him to be stout. I need him to be. I need his bottom half to be. And please don't think I'm talking about that. But this is how guys talk. This is how they talk. I need him to be stout in the bottom half. I need his thighs to be thick. I need him to have thick thighs, and I need him to be. I need his legs to be like tree trunks. That's what I want.
Absolutely, man.
You just described a 5-star prospect, a 5-star guard prospect.
But that's the thing. But now there aren't that many guys out there. So now, now if you are a coach, if I'm the offensive line coach at Auburn, and I have this 4-star right here, and I have these 4 stars. Let's just say one of them is 6'3". One of them is 6'3". He's 18 years old. Right now, he's 300 pounds. In about 3 years, I could potentially get him up to 320, 325, 330. I can get him in there. But stop, man. Stop.
Hey, that's all Hugh Freeze was saying in the press conference. That's all he was saying.
Yeah,
that's all he was saying.
His lateral quickness is not that good, but I like his hand. He has violent hands. He can get once he get inside the breastplate of the guy's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
On his other side, I got another guy that's 6'2". Right now, he is 315. I don't have to do much more to get him closer to 330, but he's a little bit he's lighter on he's lighter on his feet. His hands are not as violent, and then he's probably prone more to being penalized. Because because when he get his hands on the inside of the breastplate, his hands may slide out to the outside to where the outside shoulder pads are. And guess what's gonna happen every time that happens? They're gonna throw a flag for holding. So now, what am I to do? Which one do you take?
I think it's even more complicated than that because it's seriously, because what if the kid that you want is a guard and he's from Iowa, like you said?
That part.
Right. So now do you spend the resources to compete with a school that's traditionally known for bringing in, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like what you described is the prototypical guard, right? That kid with those measurables is going to have offers from every school in the country, and it's going to be an expensive get to get a kid like that. Measurables are not going under the radar. When we started talking about the star system, they don't miss on kids when it comes to size. Like, you know what I mean? They don't get that wrong. They may miss on skill set, but you're talking about prototypical size. They don't get that part wrong at all. They'll find you if you you know what I mean. If you're a receiver and you 6'5", they come find you. Like, you know, no matter what the production or what school you at, they'll put you on the map for that. So I think the marriage between recruiting, the marriage between the scheme and what the coach is looking for and the recruiting department in terms of roster management is never been more important in college football. That roster management is going to be everything. You don't really see it now because this is like the first year, but wait till about 3 or 4 years into this thing when some of these roster decisions start to catch up to some of these teams, and you'll see how they start to navigate things. Right now, it's, you know, a lot of teams are still loaded from when they could be loaded.
That part.
So give it a couple of years. And I'm telling you, like, teams are spending a lot of money on lawyers, a lot of money on like roster management and analyst guys that bringing in NFL guys that have done it before. Like, that's a very NIL essentially created an entirely different department within all athletic departments that want to compete.
But it was something that already existed on a professional level, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't needed on the college level because, man, you could miss. If you could recruit like, you know, Alabama's and Georgia's, man, you could just,
I get what you're saying.
You could just stack and stack and stack and stack, and you had windows to miss on players and just get another 5-star. Now it's like, and I think we're going to multi-year deals. If you get a 5-star, say a 5-star guard, and you sign him to a multi-year deal, now he's signed, dude. You can't just go in every cycle sign a 5-star guard to a multi-year deal because you might have 2 already. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Which that is going to be a beautiful thing once we get to that part. It's going to level the field even more. Just like, say, for Alabama with them having all of these 5-stars. If you do that another cycle in those positions, they're not going to be able to sign 5-stars again. So those people are going to be on the market for an Auburn or a Georgia or Ole Miss. And once they sign their multi-year deals, then it's just going to cycle around, kind of like, I think in the future, it'll resemble more of like a draft. Because especially when you go to multi-year deals, when I get, say, if we just say hypothetically, if we got a Jair Edwards and we already have Fagans, and what's the other guy that is
Winters?
Winters. No, that has the sister that plays at Auburn, that plays softball. Braylon Edwards. So say if you sign both of these guys and they're 5-stars, if you sign on the multi-year deals, dude, you're probably not taking a safety in the next cycle. You follow what I'm saying?
That's
So some
that's understandable. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so my point is it becomes more cyclical now and evened out because it's like not that Auburn can't, I mean, not that Auburn doesn't want to take a safety, they can't. So now those players are going to fall to other schools by default. Those 5-star players are going to be open for other schools now. Okay, Bama has theirs, Auburn has theirs, signed up, locked up the multi-year deals. Now Missouri no, it's my turn. Let me get
Does
my
this
5-star safety.
does this in a way kind of settle college football a little bit?
Yes, man.
Does this in a way-
Yes.
I mean, like I think
Especially when you go to multi-year deals.
I asked the question
still-
because like I think we looking at, I think we all talk about like, oh, guys hitting the transfer portal, whoop whoop, and all type of stuff like that. But the more I think about this, and the more that I think about this when I'm not even on the pod or on the show, I'm like, yo, I think this is actually low key kind of settling teams for at least a 2-year period.
Yes.
Certain positions because what it would do. What it would do, like right now, like okay, like let's use Auburn.
You mean as far as the portal settle as like
No,
roster movement?
you will always have guys in the portal. You will always the portal is always a
No, I'm
factor.
saying what do you mean by settle college football?
Like what I'm saying, it's gonna settle rosters. Like it's at least positions. So like let's use Auburn for it. Let's use Auburn for a brief moment. So right now, if we look at Auburn secondary, right, you have Jay Crawford, Can Lee, Strader, Pleasant, Woodby, Devin Williams, who's out with an ACL injury this year. And if you go back to the back half, you got
Donovan Starr.
You have Anthony, you have Fagans, you have all these guys, Sylvester Smiths, all these guys, and all of these guys are like freshmen, sophomores, and I think Champ Anthony is probably the highest one in the room is like a junior. I mean, Jarquez Robertson is a senior. Excuse me, but everybody else in that room is legit. You know, red shirt sophomores, stuff like that. So they got multiple years left. So if you Auburn, you're not looking at secondary guys entering this class unless this guy is that guy. Like unless he's the dude.
I got what you're saying.
If you're looking at the linebacking core for Auburn, I'm trying to go get some more guys. I got Melendez here. You know what I'm saying? I got Elijah Melendez. We just lost DJ Barber. You know what I'm saying? Like Melendez is there. Would love to see where a lot of these guys in this 26 class end up. Maybe even 27. You know. And I think Jalen Scott from out of Williamson here in Mobile, I believe he's committed to Auburn. And I think he's either like a hybrid, linebacker or some type that he may be playing in the secondary as well too. But I mean, like unless you are just that guy at certain positions right now in certain teams like I said, they won't be looking at those guys, and it gives you more of a focus on another area of the team where you need. So that's the reason why I asked, like, does this settle rosters a little bit better?
It does. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's gonna settle rosters, man. And it's I'm telling you, recruiting 5 years from now, recruiting is not gonna look like what we're used to, because now you can't just hoard players. You can't just hoard players anymore, man. You're not gonna be able to just keep year after year after year signing 5-star safeties. You're not going to be able to do it because one, you're not going to be able to maintain the money to do it. Then on number two is the players are not going to sit and allow you to hoard them, because they're like, think about the guy that left and went to Purdue out the guard that had rotational playing time, man. He was a rotational player and they gave him a bag at Purdue. He gone, dude. So you're not, what I'm saying? You're going to have players that are rotational that are going to be like, man, I can get a bag over here as a starter. Even Hugh Freeze said a coach told him, we can't get you ones, but we can get your twos and pay them like ones. You see what I'm saying? So, man, recruiting is going to be different. That's all. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? And to it evening out, like you say, settling rosters and evening out over the SEC. It's going to be a more competitive league, man, in years to come.
Ted, what you about to say?
I was about to say, man, I think it's going to be competitive. I think recruiting will change as far as what it looks like. But I just don't. I don't know if. Listen, nothing out recruits trophy cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the old adage, I've said it 100 times. Like, and I just believe that, man. Like,
Money.
it even money on a large scale.
Okay.
If even if money is even, you know what I'm saying? If money is even, when we talking about big name schools, oh, go ahead.
Yo, we got a call. Whoa, I didn't even know we had a call coming in. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. This I got. Dave from Denmark is on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's patch him through. Dave from Denmark, how you doing, man? Welcome back around the water cooler, Dave. How you feeling? Oh, Dave hung up.
I'm doing great, man. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing all right.
We're doing good, Dave. How you doing, Dave?
Dave?
I heard the dial tone. I was like, oh snap, what's going on? What's up, Dave? You doing all right?
And I'm doing pretty good aside from the thunderstorms that are coming around here tonight.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah.
You still there?
Oh no, yeah, I'm still here. I was called to tell y'all didn't miss much with the F1 race last Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
So you gotta give us an update, Dave, of what happened. What happened? What
So the weekend was pretty good. That Saturday, Max Verstappen with Red Bull won the sprint race.
Okay.
Then Sunday rolled around and the race was delayed for an hour and a half due to heavy rains.
Okay.
And that hour and a half was very boring.
Okay.
Got the race started. There was a few good overtakes. Oscar Piastri won for the 7th time this season, I think.
Okay.
With his teammate Lando Norris coming in second and Charles Leclerc coming in third. Max Verstappen getting 4th with his contract being extended to 2027. It looked like he was going to go to Mercedes as soon as this week. He's staying at Red Bull till 2027. That's basically the major F1 news. Last week was not very eventful.
Gotcha.
That's what's up, man.
We gave you some homework last week. Did you get a chance to watch?
Oh, shoot.
You didn't.
Sorry, no, I had company just about every single day this week.
Dave.
Oh, man.
Come on, Dave. Come
on.
Dave, you showed up. The dog hate my homework.
Dog, Dave. Come on. Dave, when you call
sorry about that. Yeah,
Friday,
I had company over from Florida since I had the house myself.
Iron Bowl, Dave, and you gotta get
2013 Iron Bowl.
2013 Iron Bowl, kick 6. You gotta watch it.
Dave, we're giving you another week, man. You gotta check.
I have faith in you, Dave.
Well, I'll definitely check it out. Probably tomorrow. If I can find.
Whoa, Dave, that don't sound promising, Dave.
I'm going to town to Ellery tomorrow,
okay.
And then I'm coming back from Ellery, and we'll have that on. We'll watch that as I have on the background research of my trains.
Okay,
it's a good one. It's a nail biter.
All right, Dave.
Sweet. Well, I gotta check it out then.
All
right, Dave.
Like I said, I'll get back from Ellery and I'll check it out.
All right, Dave.
All right,
We'll hear from you next Friday, same time.
Same time, Dave.
See you next Friday.
All right, then, Dave.
All right, man.
Y'all have a good one.
You too, Dave. Shout out to Dave from South Carolina, man.
That's awesome.
I got Dave from South Carolina calls in, give us our Formula One update. Still didn't get a chance to watch the 2013 Iron Bowl, but hey, hopefully he'll watch it this weekend and he'll come back and give us an update on it, man. I saw Get Busty in the chat say the F1. Shout out to Dave, bro.
Yes,
Shout out to Dave,
sir.
bro.
Yes,
Huggy,
sir.
you don't need a reason to call in. Just call in, Huggy. Just call in. Just call in. Shout out to Sharpshooters. Sharpshooters was in the chat with us. What up, Sharp? Go make sure y'all go over there and subscribe over to Sharpshooters podcast. Mike McKinney. In the chat. And I think the thing is, how do you fit into a system? No matter star power, that's all. It's all about fit. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Coming on the chat with us right now is the one, the only from Sharpshooters podcast. His name is B Sharp. B Sharp, what's on your mind tonight? What's going on, B Sharp?
You know what's on my mind, Nicholas?
What's on your mind? What's on
Man,
your
you know what's on my mind, man. These guys don't want to follow the rules in the league.
What
they don't want to follow the rules.
They not want to follow.
I just can't stand it, Nicholas. They just don't want to follow the rules. I'm just like, we need to follow the rules in the league. That's the only thing I ask. Marcus don't want to be on the show.
Oh, you talking about that league? I thought you were talking about.
You talking about the college football 26 league?
Man, talking about video games.
That was one of the things I just had to express out
Hey,
here.
man, they chasing Marcus down every week, man. What's really going on though, man? What's the story, man? Marcus getting chased down every week.
No, I heard Marcus beat
we're in the playoffs.
We're in the
playoffs. Ted's got a big matchup.
Yeah.
But one of the guys, he's stuck in a tsunami. I think is it a tsunami?
Yeah, it's in Hawaii.
And so
he's on me in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah. So man, we're praying for him. We're hoping that everything is all right. Not mad at him. But the other guy.
Sounds like it.
The other guy that's prolonging everything, acting like they got something to do. They don't. They ain't got no life. Marcus Show ain't doing nothing.
Actually, Marcus is getting ready for a family reunion. He got a family reunion this weekend.
And guess what? You know what Marcus' name in the league is?
What's Marcus' name in the league?
Ask Tez.
What's Marcus' name in the league, Tez?
Marcus Goodell.
Wait. He named himself Marcus Goodell for real?
I did.
No, we named him that. No, Tez.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is going on, bro?
Wow.
And so you see how they get on Roger Goodell in the league? We getting on him because he's not informing us that all this is going on. He needs to be on his job. He likes to be lenient with certain people, but like to be aggressive with others.
Sound like you're aggressive with you, boy. Sound like you're aggressive with you, Sharp.
I heard he beat you in the SEC championship game, though. That's what I heard.
Oh, no, it was somebody else. Okay. A guy that never wins a championship.
But I heard it was Marcus Goodell that beat you in the SEC championship game. We Auburn.
Marcus.
No, that was
if Marcus won. Marcus would be in the playoffs. Marcus is currently at home.
That was Florida, right?
Yeah, that was Florida.
Oh, I thought Marcus beat you. My bad. Never mind.
No, Marcus didn't even make it to the playoffs. He sucked.
Wow, Marcus.
Dang.
Marcus, if you watching this,
he didn't make the playoffs. I didn't make him last year.
That's what I did to him in the Iron Bowl, though.
We don't even want.
Dang.
Be sure shout out your channel so everybody know where they can follow you at.
Oh man, you can follow me at the good old Sharpshooter Sports Talk. You can see all my friends. Everybody is invited, man. Anybody can come on the show, man. Anybody. We're just here to talk college football. I just want to tell you guys are doing a great thing, man. I just want to tell you guys doing a great thing over here, man. Even though it's Auburn Talk, it's okay. But I love good old SEC football. And I see the little logo. It got the WCT right there in the top right corner. It represents the SEC logo. I like that right there. I really like that. And I just want to tell you, sir, keep doing the great work.
Yeah, man. War Eagle to you, man. War Eagle.
Oh yeah, roll tide, but get out my phone.
All right, man. We can be sharp out of here, man.
Is Marcus the commissioner?
You commissioner? Yeah.
Hold up, how are you the commissioner and you holding the league up?
Because he can't.
He's not holding the league up. He's just so we got a 24-hour advance rule, and I think we made an exception. Well, we made exceptions because one guy went to a festival and this other guy stuck in Hawaii. So
okay.
Shout out to Ballard Sports Media. What up, Ballard? What's going on, man?
What's up, Ballard Sports Media?
You doing all right, man? Appreciate you coming around the water cooler with us, and chopping it up with us, talking this college football, SEC football, Auburn football talk. We appreciate you so much, man, for coming around and rocking with us, man. Shout out to you. I'm guessing that's your YouTube channel, Ballard Sports Media. So we're gonna go over there and check that out. And we want everybody that's in the chat right now to go over there and check out Ballard Sports Media. Appreciate you finding us, man. Go over there and check out some of your content, man. We thank you so much for rocking with us as always, man. Of course, get much. They use my whole government. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. It is what it is, man. That's good. Yeah. If y'all want to call in, man, call in link is right there. That is the call in link. So please call in. Let us know what you think. 334-521-2679. Again, that is 334-521-2679. I apologize if there is a slight echo. We are still trying to get that taken care of. But please call us 334-521-2679. 334-521-2679. And don't forget that starting this Sunday, 9 a.m. Central, I'll be doing a show with Dustin over at the Up Tempo podcast. So go over there and check us out. 9 a.m. every Sunday, during football season, 9 a.m. Central. We'll be doing a live show with Dustin from the Up Tempo podcast. And then that afternoon, me and DC will be doing our show, Have You Heard, over on Auburn Addicts channel as well. So, man, you get to see, is that twice in a day?
Yes, sir.
You're a hardworking man, bro.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Sir, man.
That's a lot. Yeah, I don't want to see me that much, but
that's what's up, man. Hey, man, about who's Ballard Sports Media represent, man? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on him to say it in the chat, but I don't think he said it. I don't
Who's
think
he repping, man?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely go check it out and see what he got going on, because we love a good sports talk show, things and stuff like that, man. So who you repping? Ballard Sports. If you're still in the chat, let us know who you repping with, man. Let us know who you repping with. Brent. Oh, that's how you found out about us. He said that's how I found out about the show, Nick. Dustin. Yeah. Okay, so you come around with Up Tempo. Shout out to Brent, man. What's up, Brent?
Man? That's what's up.
What's up? Appreciate you so much, Brent, for coming around and rocking with us, man. Thank you so much, man. That's dope. That is dope, man. That's dope, man. So that's what's up. Huggy said, "Hold up, I'm the only one that saved the call-in number to my contacts. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I just put it up there just in case somebody else want to call and want to chop it up with us, because that's what we do around here, man. This show, the Friday show, we do call-ins every week. I mean, every Monday, Wednesdays as well, because we hear Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But Fridays is really just about the people. In the words of The Rock, it's about the people. That's what it's about. And we want y'all to be able to dictate how the show goes, man. It's just free for all. We talk about what it is and we keep it going. Richard Whitland in the chat, he said, "Do y'all fellas feel about Damari compared to the rest of the SEC? Watch his whole career. He will be a serviceable workhorse as long as he can hold on to the ball and pass block a little bit." So Damari Austin, I think DC is high on Damari, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So DC, let us know how you feel about Damari and why we should feel the same way.
Man, I think Damari Austin is that dude, man. I think if he was at any other school, man, he could start at another school, man. I think he's just stuck behind another G in Hunter, man. I think, Hunter was that dude. Just like when Hunter was there, Tank was that dude. So, but I think the man has all the skills it takes, man. You've seen flashes. You seen the flash in the Arkansas game. Yeah, he fumbled the ball. He does need to, and I'm sure he's working on that. But if you look at Damari, man, if you look at the flashes he had, man, he's more, to me, I think he's more than a serviceable back, man. I think he's an every down back. I think he can be elite, if given the carries. I think of the backs we have now, man, any of them can be elite if they get the carries. Now, will they get the carries? I doubt it. But but if you know what I'm saying, if you get the man the carries, man, I think he can be elite, man. Just like we knew Jarquez was, and he didn't get the carries, man. So keep it real.
How many carries? I think Jarquez had 170 some carries last year.
It was something like that.
But we said, we were talking in the chat today. I don't know if y'all saw, man. We had a long chat going, man. And I think if Gus Malzahn, had this roster, man, I think Jarquez Hunter would have been a 15+ 100-yard back this year. That's just my thought. Gus Malzahn, man, ran cats in the ground. I think he would have leaned heavily on Jarquez to carry the team versus throwing it to a bunch of freshmen running wide receivers.
All right, so let's
but they all would have been out the door right now.
No. I agree. I agree 100% with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I was just speaking to just that narrow view of Jarquez running the ball. Just a narrow view. But I agree with Pez.
But let's have this conversation, y'all. Let's have this conversation. So you said you think you would have been a 1,500+ yard back. He was 1,200+ this year.
I'm saying he would have been 1,500 plus.
Okay, so
with
basically,
Gus.
he would have had to get what? That's three. Okay, let's just say 1,200, 1,500. That's 300
Mm-hmm.
plus yards over what, 12 games. That's another 30 yards per game, 20 plus some yards.
Yeah, that's a lot though. That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
That's a hold up. That is an extreme amount. If you look at how Hugh Freeze throws the ball versus how he runs,
that's literally based on Jarquez, that would have been 3.5 extra carries.
Man,
because he was averaging 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, okay, bro. So that right there in itself is a game changer.
Right.
Okay.
It's a game changer. If you're telling me, man, we would have got an extra 6.5 yards a carry, bro. Those are first downs and those are drive extenders. You know what I'm saying? Those turn into game winners. So, man, bro, the run game to me is so important, man. But Hugh Freeze is gonna do it the way he wants to do it, and I'm hoping it's a winning formula. I really do. Just talked to my brother and got off the phone with him, man. He was talking about the same issue he has with Mike Bobo, man. Guys that are take what the defense give you, throw the ball first, and then run as an afterthought. When we as Auburn fans, we're used to running back you, man. You want to run the ball. So, I know, man, but you still should be able to impose your will and get 2 yards if you need to, man. Not being able to get a yard or two, man, when you need to is inexcusable, man. Not with a Jarquez Hunter in the backfield. But that's this is me, man.
As far as Damari though, man, it's a lot of people say it in the chat. Like, I think he's got all the ability in the world, man. He's got to hold on to the football. It's simple as that for me. He's got to hold on to the football. He fumbled at critical moments last year.
Yeah, man.
We gave the quarterback. We gave the quarterback a lot of grief for turning the football over.
For sure, man.
Damari's got to shoulder some of that load too because he turned the ball over quite a bit. And he reminds me of Mario Fannin.
Man, you think he worse than Mario Fannin as far as fumbling?
That's actually a good. No, that's actually
good. Depending on how this year goes.
Okay, slow down. Just slow down. What we need to do is how many times did he fumble last year? Because
I'm not sure.
Fumbling.
I remember. I know
fumbling.
Okay, he would have been a touchdown. He fumbled on the 2-yard line.
Right. But fumbling and then fumbling in a couple critical instances can make it look like he fumbled all the time. Is what I'm saying. I'm like wondering this: does he really have a fumble problem, or did he just fumble?
Shout out to Mike McKinney. I like that. I like this.
Well,
like
for the amount of carries he's got, you got to think about what we're saying. Not necessarily that he fumbles a lot.
Okay.
But think about how many carries he gets. He hasn't gotten a full workload, and he's fumbled quite a bit on a significantly low amount of carries. So
I'm not saying
by the math, it tells you if you give him more carries, he's gonna fumble even more.
Yeah, I'm asking because I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I'm not.
Oh no, I don't know the number either. But
yeah, I was just wondering, like, does he really like fumble a lot? Because he's kind of getting the stigma as like, bro, Mario Fannin like seemed like he fumbled a lot.
That's the perception though. That's the perception.
Yeah,
Even if we go back and look at it, Mario Fannin didn't fumble a lot, but because he did it, you get the perception of that he did it a lot. Now, when you go back and look at Damari Austin, what I will say is yes, every time like in critical moments he fumbled the ball. Like I would never like last season going into the end zone, this man fumbled the ball on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I agree. But see, it's like but see, that's what I'm wondering. Like, bro, are we overblowing it? Because if you think about this, we're only talking about one play.
That's what I'm saying.
We keep reiterating this one play. Like he had to work on his fumbling, but we just keep saying one play.
Because it's a critical play. It's critical.
He had 52 carries for 276 yards. He put the ball on the ground 3 times.
It is.
That's a lot for 52 carries. Let me just look up Jarquez so I can compare.
52 carries and he put it on the ball. He put it on the ground 3 times. That's what that is.
So those are lost.
It's always going to be in critical moments.
Those were lost.
That's 11. That's every 11 carries he fumbled the ball.
And it's always going to be critical moments because he's a change of pace back.
Yeah.
When he gets in a game, it's effective. He was a change of pace back. So they put him in the game to throw the defense off, essentially.
17, excuse me.
And then it works, and he letting the ball go at the end of that.
Yeah,
we got to fix that. Like,
okay. I got you. Yeah, so Ed Darby saying 2 fumbles?
2 fumbles in 2024, yeah.
ESPN's got 3.
Okay, I don't know.
It could be.
Richard wants y'all to get. He got a hypothetical for you. He said, "Who do y'all think has a better season if they swap places? Jarquez senior year and Trey Mason." Now, okay, let's just be honest. Let's give context to this. So I want y'all to understand what Richard is asking right here. So and he's talking about the 2013 season with Trey Mason. So Trey Mason was an 1,800 plus yard back. Was a Heisman finalist, and he had the winning touchdown in the national championship game. If the defense would have missed a tackle, and Florida State would have went down the field and scored, that would have been the winning touchdown that would have won Auburn the national championship. Let's look at Jarquez's seniors. Well, this last season, Jarquez Hunter 1,200 plus yards. That's pretty much it. I mean, I can't put nothing else on it for real. I mean, it was a great season. And his premier game was against Kentucky, where he had 289 yards rushing in that game.
Yeah, 70,
so are we saying, so if they switch, who has the better season? I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna say this. I think we can all sit here and say that because Gus Malzahn was so run heavy, I think Jarquez has a similar season to what Trey Mason had, but who had the better season based on what the offense wants to do? I'm gonna probably say Trey Mason, because Trey Mason was probably a better pass catcher out of the backfield.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. If he did, you said how many did he do last year? You said Jarquez did how much last year?
1,200.
He did 1,200 last year.
1,200 yards.
1,200 yards.
1,200 running.
1,200 yards rushing. Yeah, he had 1,200 yards last year.
Okay, as an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? So can you imagine
how do we lose? How do we only win 5
so can
games?
you imagine if he was a focal point? I don't know. I might have to go Jarquez, man.
That's what I'm saying. Jarquez Hunter in that offense with Gus Malzahn.
Yeah.
He would have had a similar season. But
yeah,
if you look at what Trey Mason, his skill set, in this offense with what Hugh Freeze wants to do, like how many times? I'm gonna ask you this question: how many times last year did we say, where is the outlet for the quarterback?
Like when play design was like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like Ted said, that's play design though.
But my thing, but imagine if you would have had a running back who you could depend on, saying, all right, look, if that ain't open, I know I got the running back in the flats, and he gonna catch the ball with his hands, not with his body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Trey Mason was a better pass catcher than what Jarquez Hunter was. And if you put him in this offense, that's another dimension that he adds to this offense. So,
but are you going to use it though?
Yes.
But that's the key. That's the key though. Like Ted said, man. Look who's designing the play. Is Hugh Freeze? Will he throw it to the back out of the backfield?
But the back wouldn't be the primary. The back wouldn't be the primary option. What I'm saying is, let's just look at this. Just say, if that were the case, if Peyton Thorne would have gotten in trouble, there is a running back out there that I can throw out as an outlet. We got somebody on the phone right now, ladies and gentlemen. He is the man, the myth, the legend of Sweet Sugar Bow Williams, the Rooster Mac himself. His name is the Huggy Beard. What's up, Huggy? How you feeling tonight, my guy?
What's happening, gentlemen?
Huggy, you sound like
happening.
Huggy, you sound like you already in about a half a bottle right now.
No, bro. I ain't in no kind of bottle. I'm just 2 weeks in a row of 5-12s.
Ooh, you sound tired.
Ooh, 5-12s?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Huggy.
Only 2.5 more months to go.
You said 2.5 more months, Huggy?
Yeah, about 2.5.
Sound like my brother.
All total, probably about 3 months. The total amount of money I'm trying to hit. And once I get things, I mean, I won't go to detail, but baby mama's will baby mama.
Gotcha,
and,
man. Yeah.
We feel you.
I'm kind of holding the bag on some things. So usually my work understands. Don't come at me about my off days. They're mine. You cannot have them. But they're being cool and understanding and letting me work.
Let me ask you a question. Are you going to be off on Saturdays to watch the games, or is it at least live watches with us?
Oh no, they know. They were shocked when I asked, "Can I work the next 3 months of Fridays?" But they already know not to ask me about Saturday and Sunday. I got my babies, so they already know. Don't even joke with me like that. And they also understand that as soon as I get this baby mama stuff handled, go up a month on everything, and then go down to Boot Barn and walk out with a pair of snakeskin and alligator Cody James, that I'm having my Fridays back. They already know what time it is.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, Huggy. That's what I'm talking about.
Are you going to get the green Stacey Adams with the gold belt buckles?
Yes, sir.
Bro, I've been trying to find a pair of green suede Stacey's with a gold buckle, and I can't find any. So I'm going to have to settle on just looking for some reptile Stacey's. I'm sure I'll be able to get over it. Oh, speaking of, Nick, after the show, I sent a text to Marcus and Tez, and I thought I sent it to you, but I didn't. But I wrote something the other day. I'm going to send to you and get your opinion on it.
Make it happen.
Yeah. It's fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, Marcus and Tez pumped me up about it a lot more than I was thinking it was. But that was both of their the text back to me was fire. So
I didn't get it. Like, you got to send it to me.
I sent it to him on my lunch break, and you only get a 30, so it goes by pretty fast. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize I didn't go back and send it to you until actually the new intro to the show made me think about it. Like, oh, I got to send that to Nick. But yeah, Huggy is wore out, bro. I ain't drunk as far as the bottle goes. I ain't drunk like that, and well, since I quit bouncing and everything, like it's hard to drink, because I drink barrel proof whiskeys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to drink and have babies running around. At least for me, it is, I guess.
Got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
You sound tired. Huggy, go get some rest. Go get some rest.
I won't be going to bed. I won't be going to bed anytime soon. Believe that. It's not so much I'm tired. It just kind of drained. But no, I've already laid down and tried to catch a nap, and it was just not happening, bro.
I feel you on that. Well,
yes, sir.
Huggy, that you want to say? What you want to talk about?
As far as the Jarquez Hunter thing goes, as good as Trey Mason was, and he was a beast, I think if you put Jarquez in that, but he probably wins the Heisman, because I will forever say that the fact that Jarquez was not at least a multiple-time Heisman finalist is a grave injustice, bro. He's his name should be up there at the top with great Auburn running backs. I think he gets a bad rap.
I agree with that, man.
Well,
and you got a killer name. I mean,
Jarquez
Hunter. I mean, real talk. Who is it? Auburn's got Champ. What's his last name? Yes, that name. When you hear that, I think I said this to you one night, Nick. That name just sounds like a safety that'll come up there and just crack your helmet, and then get up and be like, "Well, I'm gonna hit you harder next time." Sometimes I call it the marquee test. If the name on the marquee sounds like, yeah, that sounds like somebody, then you might have something. But you got a name, just like a vanilla name, you're probably not going to, even if you are good, people probably not going to look at you. But a lot can be encapsulated in a name.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Rooster Mac. You already know. Yeah, y'all was trying to hurt my feelings earlier, bro, with that at the start of the show.
What you talking about? What you mean?
What happened, Huggy? I got in late. Huggy, what happened, man? What happened, Huggy?
I'm trying to understand now too.
Huggy, what happened, man?
That's right. You weren't here, DC. It was a grave injustice, bro. They tried to insinuate the Rooster Mac, the legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams, is out here tricking and paying strippers' phone bills.
What? What?
That was Nick. That wasn't Day. That was Nick.
That is not what I said. I did not. Did I say that? I don't even remember saying that.
You didn't say it. You asked it. Like, oh, Huggy, don't tell me you're out here paying bills.
Huggy, they didn't do you like that, man. Come on, man.
I did say that. I did.
Bruh,
wow.
Ask Marcus. Me and him, the last time I talked to him on the phone a week or so ago, I broke that whole thing down for him, bro. Like, but maybe people get the wrong idea when I talk about stuff like that. But I don't know if what censor wise you can get away with saying. But exotic dancers embrace me like black folks do. I don't have to be a customer. I get to sit back and drink a beer and watch all the tricks, throw money, and then I get to leave with the female in question and do what Sweet Sugar Bear do.
Sweet Sugar Bear.
So it's pretty cool. And sometimes this is where people got the game messed up, bro. Sometimes you might have to pay not for the total package, but sometimes you got to maybe throw a little cash down. And I look at it like this. I'm assuming everybody's been to an amusement park. You got to pay to get in, but then you can ride any ride you want as many times as you want.
Whoa.
And I bet you when you go to Six Flags, you don't tell them, nah, I'm not paying that. You need to knock that price down, and they do it. I bet you don't do that.
Jesus Christ.
So let's not get it twisted. It ain't no tricking over here, bro. We've already heard my philosophy on that. You better go listen to some Pimp C. You hear me?
I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you.
Well, real talk, man. Y'all, man, so proud of you guys. All of y'all love the new intro. Only one thing about the intro I will say, Nick, it seemed like there was a lot of Texas on there, bro. It just seemed like it was just Texas. I'm like, well, bro, am I watching the wrong show? And then some Auburn popped in. I think I get what you're doing. You're trying to hit the whole SEC, but the ink ain't even dry on their papers yet, and the Texas fans is already wilding out. They trying to overpass Bama as the most delusional fan base. You know what I'm talking about? So other than the coach, I take Sarkisian as a coach in a heartbeat, but ain't nobody studying no Texas, bro.
I mean, it is. I mean, I started out with Auburn and ended it with Auburn. That's what I did. Started out with Auburn.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Now I
nice.
I can't be like Firebomb because it's only a 2-minute intro. We ain't got that kind of staff.
True.
We ain't got that kind of staff
That's
over
true.
here at Water Cooler Talk. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to be like Firebomb. Because who was it?
Like Water Cooler
it's been a couple months ago. Somebody said that y'all were the Black Paul Feinbaums. I just rolled my eyes like, no, they're not. That dude, he could talk for 5 minutes. He'd make a train take a dirt road. You hear me? Like, no, bro. Y'all are not the anything Paul Feinbaums. Like, no, bro. And yeah, you know what? I just got a new mission in life because Feinbaum's got all his weirdo call in. I'm going to have to get y'all popped off so he can start being the white Nick Frazier. You hear me?
Wow.
The white Nick Frazier. I like it.
I hug you, man. We appreciate it.
That's hilarious.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Like, bruh, let's just be real about Paul Feinbaum. I guarantee you he's related to somebody that's very influential and powerful because he's got the personality warmth of a snow peak. Wow. He's not very insightful. Let's just be real about it. And I mean, he's just one of them that usually this is on the internet where cats just show up all of a sudden famous and they've got all this stuff behind them out of nowhere and they got no talent and not really cool, but somehow y'all way cooler than Feinbaum, bro. Believe that. I'll listen to y'all I'll listen to y'all read the phone book before I listen to Feinbaum do anything, bro. That's real talk.
We appreciate
it. And he'd be riding on the backs of his call in. That's what I'm talking about. We got way cooler cats around the water cooler and at the Auburn Addicts and sharpshooters, all of them, bro. I'll go fan with any of his fans. And I bet you we still sending.
That's what's up, man.
It is, you know what I'm talking about? So
I like it. Shout out to the Huggy Beard for giving us
That's
that
what's up,
insightful, that insight right there, man. Appreciate you, Huggy, man. Go get some sleep, Huggy. You sound
yes, sir. Yeah, actually, it is 8:30, man. I might be telling the babies just cut the PlayStation off and oh, before I go though, y'all talking about the league. What y'all playing on, PlayStation or Xbox?
It don't matter because they got crossover now.
It's crossplay.
It's crossplay now, so it doesn't matter.
I didn't even know that's the thing. I ain't up to date on none of this new stuff, bro. Because I'm usually either being daddy or working, so I ain't got time for it. But that's another thing that I may only get one pair of Cody James and then go get me a PlayStation 5 because I had the last version of NCAA 14. I've been playing that up until like 2 years ago when my PlayStation 3 died. I've been playing that thing lights out, bro. And just watching the stuff like DC where you do the simulations.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, I feel like I ain't never seen a video game before. Like, I got to get me to that because y'all have no idea. If I go back to being the old me, during the league, y'all won't like Huggy very much, bro.
Ooh, okay. That's what I'm talking about.
It is what it is. Back in the day, my brothers and whatnot used to almost beg me, like, bro, please go play in the Madden tournaments. Go. I don't even really like Madden. Well, they got college, they got NCAA tournaments. Please go play in them. And I never would because I already took it way too serious. But if you start throwing money on it, oh, bro, I'm going to cut your throat. I'm going to run the score up. I'm going to have you throwing the controller, all that, because I don't play it. I don't play it like a video game. I play it like a real football game. I watch the safeties. I watch the guard and pull, and I'll pick a play at the select screen, but that ain't a play I'm gonna be running because you might be looking at we're looking at the same screen. So I just pick a random play and then audible and check out of it. And I've almost had to fight both of my brothers over the old NCAA game. And then when they calm down, like, all right, cuz I know you're not cheating, but how do you do that? I don't know, man. That's why I say, I had to step back from real football for a while because I wasn't like these clowns that be killing folks and all that stuff over the game. But I felt I took it too serious. And then, not having cable television for over 10 years. And because YouTube, they be watching for them pirate channels, bro. They'll get you in the second quarter when the ball's in the air and all of a sudden channel has been deleted. It's a pain in the neck, believe that. But I'm looking forward to the watch. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my language because as much as y'all know, y'all may think I can talk. When you start coloring it up, I can cuss and make a sailor and a hooer blush. You hear me? So I'm gonna have to keep a lid. And plus, I got babies, so I don't be trying to talk like that around them. Right? My oldest is already calling girls. I don't want you tricked. So
we don't need that one.
Well, I mean, it wasn't his fault. It was when like I say, I live up here in Honkyville, and these little princesses, they don't hear no a lot. And I done taught him to tell all of them no, absolutely not. Whatever it is, they want to give you something. Nope, don't want it. He ain't going down that simp route, bro. Believe that. He's second generation rooster, so he got to go. Do greater works than I. You heard me?
Woo. I hear you, Huggy. I hear you, my guy.
Well, on that note, I'll let y'all go, bro.
Right.
Great show as usual, man.
Oh my God.
Y'all be blessed. Stay super proud.
All right, man.
Get some sleep, Huggy.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's the Huggy Beard, ladies and gentlemen.
Second generation rooster.
Second generation rooster, bro. Shout out to the Huggy, bro. Shout out to the Huggy Beard himself, man.
No,
but that's what I'm saying. Hey, he said we gonna be mad sooner or later. I hope.
Oh man, it's funny.
Robert, I hope not, bro. Hey, that's what it is, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for always coming around the water cooler with us and chilling. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. We just be trying to have a good time. Sometimes it go off the rails, though. Gotta go off the rails.
Oh man,
it's dope. Dope.
Indeed.
Malik was in the chat. Malik had a question. I'm gonna go back to that question. Shout out to Malik Brown for being around the water cooler. He said, "Y'all think Anthony Davis commits to us tomorrow?" Harsh. You want the harsh answer?
Anthony Davis. Who was Anthony Davis?
The linebacker from Grayson.
Great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
You want a hard? You want the harsh answer, or you wanted me to kind of like ease into it? You know, I'm just giving. Nah, he ain't coming to Auburn.
Why you say that?
He ain't coming to Auburn, bro.
No,
He not coming. I don't think he coming to Auburn.
I don't know, man. We got Kenyatta Watson over there, man.
Hey,
Wouldn't be surprised if he came.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he came. But if I had to pick, like right now, nah, he ain't coming. He ain't coming to Auburn, bro. I don't think he's coming.
I don't know, man. Kenyatta Watson is a Grayson guy, man. He's a Grayson guy, so I don't know. Then it is the first.
Yes, it's August 1st.
It's August 1st, baby. It's August 1st, man.
All right,
Things changing.
I'm gonna ask y'all percentage wise, which I think like Anthony Davis, linebacker, 4-star guy, linebacker, teammates with what was the guy? What was the guy that 5-star guy that just committed to Texas? His name. Same school. They play on the same team. I can't remember his name. Yeah, his name is escaped. Like, where do you think he
the rest of the school? So it's about a 50% chance.
Okay.
And then man, we already have 2 linebackers in this class. So
but that's Mendez, but he can't do it by himself. He needs some people.
Yeah, but man, looking at the room, man, everybody can come back in the linebacker room.
Yeah, that's true. But
you already have Balagoon.
How are you getting guys to the next level? Because Tez mentioned this earlier in the show. Like, how are you getting guys to the next level? Because that helps us. Like, I feel as if, like, I think the biggest guy on this year's team that's gonna help Auburn the most is Keldrick Faulk. Because if Keldrick Faulk has a big year this year, they already saying that he's projected to be a first round guy. If he has a big year this year and solidifies that, and he goes in the first round, for one, that's a guy that was recruited out of high school to Auburn, stayed at Auburn, and got drafted to the NFL from Auburn. We sit here and we talk about Chaplin, we talk about Singleton, and we talk about Jackson Arnold. Those guys transfer in. But if you can get a guy like Faulk, who committed to Auburn out of high school, stayed at Auburn, and then got drafted in the first round from Auburn, I think that's different. Same thing with Cam Coleman. If you're able to get Cam Coleman after this season, after next year, if you're able to get him to be drafted in the first round, it's the same thing there. Same thing with Connor Lew. If you're able to get Connor Lew drafted from Auburn because he committed to Auburn out of high school and stayed at Auburn and did it, I think that's a different story instead of having and don't get it twisted. The guys that come in, that transfer in and get drafted from Auburn, that helps as well too. They when they call their name, they're gonna say Auburn University.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really in it with Auburn and things and stuff like that, you know the guys who committed in high school and who stayed through everything and kind of built the foundation, just kind of starts to create that pipeline to the next level, and that helps with recruiting as well. With guys saying, I can come here, I can commit here, and I can stay here, and I can be developed and get to the next level from here. Not have to transfer in or have to transfer out. I think that helps a lot as well. And if you're doing that, I think if you are picking, it goes back to what we were saying earlier. If you're doing that and you intentional about the guys that you're getting in, I think every year you are in it for a legit bowl game every year. And if you're in it for a legit bowl game every year, guess what? More than likely, you in the college football playoff. you know what I'm saying? You probably hosting a playoff game on campus, or you may. It is what it is. So that's just how I see it. But go ahead.
So I got a question. Just it made me think about it. We talk a lot about being intentional with recruiting, right? I think we all pretty much agree that's kind of like the way to go, right?
Yeah.
Because you like DC was saying, you can't stack rooms. It's kind of tough to do that. With us having 2 top 10 classes, why is that not looked at what we're doing right now? From a recruiting standpoint, why isn't this class looked at as that we're just being very intentional? I mean, it may be a situation where it's not showing the results right now because we just don't have the sheer numbers in recruiting classes. They've already said they're taking a smaller class, but it, in the reason why I say that is you don't get a kid to flip from Penn State when he stays 15 miles down the street from the school. You don't, you know, it's just surprising like that. That takes intent. That's like, hey, we need to go find us a quarterback. Took them 30 days to do that. They didn't even talk to the man. They never seen him. Well, they talked to him, but only on the phone.
Campus. He never came to campus.
Yeah, so that screams intent. And I think maybe what we see from this recruiting class that we're worried about, even though the last recruits ain't played a snap yet, we don't even know if they're gonna pan out. We're worried about these recruiting numbers, and maybe it's just a situation where, man, the numbers just say that we got to be really, really intentional about this recruiting class. Now, granted, if you are doing well in recruiting, what this looks like for Alabama and Georgia is a lot better because all of the kids that they are getting are 5-star kids. So if you can get a small number of kids, but they all 5 stars, of course it looks better. But maybe right now they being rather intentional. I mean, you don't go get a long snapper unless you need one, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think, and I agree with that, man. I think Auburn, I think what they're doing, man, is shifting gears and just adjusting to the new landscape. And it's yet to be seen. We'll have to go another year, man, and another cycle to see if we will be able to keep throwing around money and keep signing 30 personnel classes from the high school ranks. We just don't know at this point, man. I think what Auburn is doing is shifting gears and doing what they think is best, man. That's why he went and got the GM from the Jets, and he said that guy has already.
Please don't say the Jets. Don't say the Jets.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is he has pro personnel experience from a standpoint. He said he has already scouted,
but he wasn't good. He wasn't good.
Yeah, I'm just saying he has already scouted the offensive line and said, okay, all of these guys are draftable. You know what I'm saying? So I think they are shifting gears to a kind of a pro type style of operation. So I think we're seeing them do it in real time, you know, and time will only tell, man, if we get to this time next year and we look back and will we say, man, you know, Auburn did it wrong. I think we're just going to have to wait a cycle and see, man. That's just me.
Yeah, I feel you coming from. I gotta agree with Brent. I think it's because you still seeing a lot of the schools that, like, I was gonna say that, but he put it in shorter words than I could. I think you're just seeing a lot of the same schools that are just normally at the top of the recruiting rankings still getting 20-25 guys in the class. You know, like I think what USC is number 1 with like 30 guys. I think they just had. I think USC just had a 3-star interior offensive lineman commit today, if I'm not mistaken, from IMG Academy. So I think the outrage that you're seeing is the fact that even with what was getting guys, that I don't think it changes. I think you still see a lot of. I think you still see. I don't think it changes. I think it changes in the fact to where you start seeing teams stack positions instead of just stack classes. But now this position group is a little bit
I mean, I guess this goes back to a point I was making earlier when you said that the traditional powerhouses are still putting 20 and 25 classes. Is nothing out recruits trophy cases. That's always going to be the case because when the money is even, I'm probably as a kid going to go to where I can win a championship. Right. And if you got elite talent, the usual suspects gonna come knocking. Alabama, Georgia, Texas, like you in all these schools, their offers are probably around the same. They can probably offer things a little bit differently, but as far as from monetary value, the same offer you can get at Georgia is the same offer you can get at Alabama. So like I don't know if I just don't think that the money aspect of it plays as much of a part in it as a lot of people would have us believe. It does, but like, no, a kid is not going to Utah State if he's got an Alabama, Georgia, Texas offer on the table. Like for money.
You know how much it is though.
Yeah,
because that's why, you know what I'm saying, that 5-star dude went to Texas Tech, or he's going to Texas Tech.
That's implying though. Look how much they had to pay him to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's implying that these other schools don't have that much money, and he probably was going to make a ton of money wherever he went.
Mm-hmm.
That part, yeah, agree.
So it's not like he was like they paid him $4 million over market value.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was going to demand a lot of money wherever he went.
I want to dive into something you said. You said you can't out recruit trophy cases. So let's look at this is per 247. It's the 2026. It's 2026 recruiting classes. And we're just gonna go with the top 10. We'll go top 12 since 12 is what the college football playoff is. So you got Georgia at 1, USC at 2, Texas A&M at 3, Alabama at 4, Notre Dame at 5, Texas at 6, Ohio State 7, Oregon 8, LSU 9, Tennessee 10, Michigan 11, Miami 12, and Clemson and Florida State. Clemson, Florida State, and Florida and Penn State are the next 4.
Mm-hmm.
So top 16. That's the top 16.
Right.
Are you recruiting? I mean, because let's be real. Let's be real. I'm just gonna be real about it. If we looking at that top 16, Georgia has won a national championship. USC has been irrelevant. Texas A&M has kind of been irrelevant. Alabama has been the standard. Notre Dame is just getting back to where they're supposed to be. Texas is just getting back to where they're supposed to be. Ohio State just won a national championship. Oregon kind of just getting back to where they're supposed to be. I don't know what you would think about LSU. Tennessee, they were in the playoffs last year. Michigan won the ACC. Florida. So
who's you named 6 that didn't win championships? The other 10.
Talking about national championships, right? Or we just talking about championships?
National championships won in recent history.
Yes.
USC hasn't won in recent history, but when they were good, they were good. So you would say in the last since 2000, I guess.
Okay.
So 25 years.
Yeah.
25 years.
When you build in their history, I guess like 2000. Even because if you go sooner than 2000, then this list gets shorter. Then okay, Georgia's at the top, Alabama's in there. All of the SEC teams that have won in recent history is up in there. Texas A&M has largely underperformed, but the rest of them, Ohio State's won the championship, Texas won the championship, Oregon hasn't won the championship.
No,
but Oregon's also a traditional recruiting power before NIL came into place. So it's not like they just hopped. You see what I'm saying? And I can say that for all of these schools that are up here, like none of them are just jumping into this realm. The school, honestly, the school that you could make the case for is probably last year's Auburn. Or if I had to look at this team this year, maybe North Carolina. They're sitting at 18. They shouldn't maybe they'd be that high. But what I'm saying is like those the elite talent.
UCLA too. They shouldn't be there either.
Yeah, the elite talent is going to elite schools.
Yes,
USC is up there, but they got 21 4-stars.
Yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from, but I mean, like when this can kind of go into a whole other conversation too when we talk about conferences and stuff like that. And we've already had this conversation about how I feel about these conferences and what other people think. But I don't know. I mean, if I'm a guy, if like for example, if I'm a guy that is let's say I'm a 4-star guy coming out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that I don't know, the usual suspects offer me a scholarship, right?
Right.
And then let's just say a school, I don't know, give me a school that's not a traditional, that's not in that top. Let's say
South Alabama.
Well, I graduated from South.
I know. That's why.
Let's say South Alabama offered me a deal.
Right.
Let's say South Alabama offered me a deal to come to South and to play football there.
Right.
And it's a multi-million-dollar deal. It's a deal that I don't know, it's 7 figures. The South ain't giving this out, but we have a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Would I take that deal?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to consider it. And the reason why I would have to consider it, the reason we would lean toward taking it is because faster. I'm not saying I would start. I would probably get on the field faster for NFL scouts. So they can see my progression from when I first from year to year. Next level. Gerald Everett came from South Alabama. Jamal Pritchard, he's in the NFL now, came from South Alabama. So I mean, I'm sitting here saying, like, what if my goal is to get to the league? What I want to do is, yes, I want to win, but more importantly, I want to be able to get film out there so scouts can see what I can do and see how I fit into what they want to do. That's the perception that I look at it from. So I'm probably looking at where can I get on the field the quickest.
That's true. I think that definitely comes into play. But I will say if you're good enough to get a multi-million-dollar deal from South, you're probably good enough to get a multi-million. You're gonna have more multi-million-dollar deals. So like the money is gonna be even. Right. I don't think a lot of teams are just reaching out and paying significantly more money for, I guess, like average talent. You see what I'm saying? Trying to build a roster by just dumping a bunch of money into it. I mean, you can go that route, but ultimately, like I said, these guys want to win championships. One thing, and they want to play in the NFL. One thing, the difference between South and going to Alabama or Auburn is you don't have to.
Hold on, Tez. Hold on. I'm sorry. Get Mustard said, I'm just saying this. He says, anybody else having trouble with the stream, was just me? And Brent said he is too. What's happening? Is it sound or is it because everything on back end looks good to us?
Yeah, it looks good on mine.
Yeah, so let us know what's happening, because if there's a problem, we need to try to see if we can fix it, because right now, I mean, everything looks good on the back end to us. So
yeah, it looked good. I was checking on my phone.
Yeah, let's check. But my bad, Tez. I ain't want to. I just wanted to check that out because I just saw that it says freezing up. Okay, interesting. I wonder why.
I don't know. I got that pulled up on my phone. I just check it and just make sure. But yeah, man. I just don't. I don't know if kids are just like going to be just picking schools. Like I don't think kids are just gonna be overlooking big schools and what they can bring. Just because you pay them a little bit more money. I don't think the difference in money is as significant as we may think. All these schools have money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of these kids are not, like, a prime example. Oregon, right? 2 years in a row, Oregon is coming to Alabama and got essentially the number 1 player in the state.
Naeem Alford and Anthony Jones. Yes.
Right.
Anthony Jones.
Now it's easy to say, okay, that's Nike money. They, spending Nike money to get these kids, right?
Yeah.
That was the sentiment last year when he did it. It's the sentiment this year, with Tank Jones. But Dan Lannon is a pretty good coach.
Yeah, he is.
Dan Lannon is building a pretty good program.
Yes.
And don't discount the fact that Anthony Jones saw that they got the number 1 corner in out of the state last year. So he knows, like, this team is secure in the back end. They are pitching to these kids the ability to play and produce. They're not just pitching, oh, we can give you like a Nike contract and stuff like that. Like, I could see if the school was not that good, but Oregon has been a perennial, I'd say, top 10 finish, playoff team last year.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. The 2 schools that he chose between, right? Tank Jones. Think about it. The 2 schools that he chose between, he had to choose between Alabama and Oregon. Oregon finished higher last year. They had a better season last year.
Mm-hmm.
Naeem Alford. Yeah, Naeem Alford. Just picking between Auburn and Oregon. Who was a better team?
Oh, there's more to that story.
Well, I'm just saying, just like, but they're going to better teams now. Now transferring down to Kentucky, okay, that may be about money, right? That may be the dollar, but like, man, I can't fault kids when they go to actually like better programs, schools that had better seasons prior.
Yep.
I mean, they selling something over there, and
Well,
like I said, Dan Lannon is essentially a SEC coach. SEC, like we said on the pod and said that he's building a SEC program out west, just based on the type of players that he's recruiting.
yeah. Well, he is from the SEC footprint. He was at Alabama with Kirby, then he was at Georgia with Kirby, and now he's the head coach at Oregon. So he really just took that blueprint, blueprint out to Oregon. He just building it up that way, which is interesting. Yeah, man. Brent said, Tez, with what you're saying about the money being relatively equal, wouldn't relationship with the coaches play a role? What you think about that, Tez?
I think that it plays a huge role. Absolute, like it's the most important role. Man, like listen, when you look at Alabama and how they recruited and they interviewed all those kids, first thing they said was relationships. The first thing came out of their mouth, relationships. I've been talking to this coach this long, and like these are highly recruited kids, so you know that the money is even across the board, right? You as a once you become like an elite talent, you gonna get paid your market value. That's what Brett said. That is Hughes' wheelhouse.
Yep.
That's why it was interesting. That's why the Sedarian Morgan one was kind of interesting because he routinely said that. What was it about Auburn? The relationships.
Yep.
The relationships I had with the coaching staff. It's better than any other school. They started recruiting me when they came to see Malcolm, and the relationships that I built. So that's one kid where you can say that the relationships didn't play a factor at Auburn, but who's to say his relationships at Alabama weren't any different? And we was a 5-win team, man. It had 6 wins 1 year, 5 wins before that. New coach before that. Like that's we gotta come, it's gonna be expensive for us to put together these rosters.
That part, I agree. Well, Tez, we've been on here for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're gonna get off. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here on the call-in show. For everybody that did call in, Robert Smith, shout out to Robert for calling in. Shout out to Dave from South Carolina for calling in. Shout out to our guy Dave for calling in. Shout out to the Huggy Beard for calling in as well, man. The Huggy Beard called in as well. We get y'all for riding with us here around the water cooler. Be Sharp called in as well and rock with us, man. But yeah, man. Hey, the numbers on the screen, man. Please, if you want to call in and you want to give us your take on anything, hey, the numbers there is open. We'll be back Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler, and it's another call-in show then. We do call-in shows Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and things and stuff like that. So if you ever want to jump in and call us, the numbers there, we're gonna make it happen, and you can pop on and come let us know what you think, man. Ted, tell them where they can find you at right now as I put up the poster telling people the channels they need to go see. Tell them where they can find you at, Tess.
That's me at the top left-hand corner right there at It's SEC Season. You can find me there on YouTube and on my Twitter page. And you can find me, my personal page is Codename Tez on Twitter. And like I said, I'm not going to say anything else about content. It is after August 1st. So that kind of tells you what you need to know there.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go follow Tez at It's SECs, and make sure you go follow Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast on YouTube as well. You saw DC in here tonight. He had to jet out, but make sure y'all go follow DC over at Auburn Addicts _Addicts TV. Dustin, make sure you go follow Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast as well. And B Sharp, you heard him on the fall. He called in tonight. Make sure you go follow B Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I got Vandy Chris. I'm surprised Vandy Chris didn't call in tonight. He must be got some going on. But shout out to Vandy Chris, resident Vanderbilt fan. Make sure you go follow him over at the Golden Broom Podcast. And of course, you heard him on the phone tonight at the Huggy Beer himself on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to all of these guys' channels. In the words of Type, all the great Americans that are on
Great
this.
Americans.
They're great Americans. They're great Americans. Make sure you go follow them, man. We appreciate all y'all that came into the chat for the first time. Brent, salute to you, Brent, for always coming in. For coming in and checking us out tonight, man. Appreciate you, Brent, so much for doing that. Ballard Sports Media, shout out to you. Who else was in the chat with us tonight? Mike McKinney, shout out to you. I'm shouting out all the new people that we've seen tonight. Malik Brown, shout out to you, man. It was good seeing all of y'all in the chat. And then, of course, everybody that's always rocking with us, Robert Smith, shout out to you. James Barnett, my guy, Mr. 21 himself, Ed Darby was in the chat with us tonight, man. Shout out to all y'all. You already know. Get Musty in the chat. What's up, Get Musty? Appreciate you coming in. Richard Wentland, that's another new name that was in the chat with us tonight. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you coming in, as always, and rocking with us, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Auburn Dad for Life, y'all already know. AD4L was in the chat with us tonight, and we appreciate him so much, as always, for rocking with us. Of course, Sharpshooters and the Huggy Beard was in the chat as well. My guy, C. Hall. We saw C. Hall in the chat earlier tonight. Shout out to him.
Yep.
Our other Alabama fan that comes and rocks out with us, Jermaine Mims. Shout out to Jermaine. Rocking with us as always in the chat as well. Even though we don't agree on a lot of stuff, but shout out to Jermaine. Shout out, not at all. But shout out to Jermaine, man. You gotta have that balance. You gotta have that balance right there, man. Shout out to Jermaine, bro. Me and Jermaine, but Jermaine, my guy. Shout out to Jermaine, bro. Jermaine, good people. He good people, man. He good people. He good people, man. But we appreciate all y'all, man, for coming in and rocking out with us in the chat, man. If not, please hit that subscribe button on the way out. Hit the like button, man. Share the content over here. We're trying to grow our channel over here so we can have more people, so more people can have the option to call in and things and stuff like that. But we appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man, because hey, man, we try to have a good time. It get intense sometimes, but trust me, don't ever think it be serious. It's all just debate, because after the show we still be laughing and stuff like that. So it ain't nothing to it. It's all good.
Man, we don't know these kids. I keep reiterating that. We don't know these kids.
We not insiders. We don't have any inside information. We see what we see. We form an opinion and we produce and we just say what we think.
I've got our own 3 subscriptions.
And we just sit back and we give our opinion, and we want to see what y'all think as well when it comes to this Auburn talk, when it comes to this SEC talk, when it comes to college football. That's what we do. As y'all know, we're gonna be doing live Auburn game watches starting August 29th, trying to get all that worked out now.
Friday night in Waco, man.
Yeah,
how you feeling about that, man? It's getting closer.
I am. I guess it's just like the anxiety part of me because it's actually about to happen. But the thing is, like, I still feel confident Auburn gonna win that game. But I think it's like I stated a couple of months ago, and I give it again. Like my projection for the season is, and we're gonna give it officially on August 11th. But my projection for the season, I think Auburn wins 10 regular season games this year, and I think the 2 losses are to Oklahoma. At Oklahoma, and I think they lose to Arkansas on the road. Are my 2 losses for Auburn this year. I think Auburn goes undefeated at home. I think they beat Auburn. I think they beat Alabama and Georgia at home. Of that nature. So, and I think, and with that 10-2 record, that puts Auburn in the conversation for an SEC championship, depending on what happens with a couple of other teams in the conference. They potentially could play for the SEC, but they definitely will have an opportunity to be in a college football situation, college football conversation, and play and potentially host a CFP game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. That's where I am. But it is what it is. I'm excited for it. We're gonna be sitting here watching it live. Well, we can't we can't give you the feed.
Show the game,
but we will be here. We will have a scoreboard at the bottom that will be a operating scoreboard. And we will have stats as the game goes here, and I'll be on screen as everything happens as it go. And I'll be here with you 15 minutes before the game starts. We'll be here doing the first half, halftime, second half, and then we'll do a post game after the show, and we'll be taking calls doing that as well. So
I will tell you this: there's a lot of talk about the line for that game moving from in Auburn's favor to I think Baylor's a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Which essentially means that somebody
it's a pickle.
somebody just bought a whole bunch of
the
Baylor line and moved it. Yeah, it'd be a good idea whether you think Auburn will win or lose or not. Auburn plus 1.5 in this game is good value.
Yeah, I'll take that 1.5. Take that 1.5 easy.
Because by the time kickoff, it's gonna be probably a pickle.
Yeah, it probably gonna be half a point. Or just straight up pickle. Just straight up pickle.
Yeah. It's probably a good time to get that line if you know.
That 1.5. I'm pretty sure that 1.5 probably minus 110, probably right now.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't looked it up.
Look at Jermaine. Jermaine saying, "Oh, y'all still rolling? I dropped my daughter off." Now we about to get off, Jermaine. I done upped you up, Jermaine. I thought you was still in the chat. I done upped you up.
Shouted you out and everything.
Shouted you out and everything in the chat, man. But we about
you
to
told the folks about that album you got coming out.
So did. Man. Please, man, make sure y'all like the content.
I made that up to me.
Subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Every show is a call-in show. Just want to let y'all know, but we really push the call-in shows on Fridays. But every show is a call-in show. The number is always gonna be always gonna be up there for you to call in, man. We trying to make this. We trying to make this the spot. We trying to make this the spot, man. So we appreciate y'all, man. And since y'all like the intro so much, I'm gonna play. I'm not even gonna play our regular outro. I'm just gonna play the intro as our outro tonight. What it is, man. Until then, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure y'all get a man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. And until Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we'll be back around the water cooler, man. And it is, as always, one love, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? We out this mug. We holla. Y'all have a great weekend, man. Be blessed and y'all stay safe. All right, we out for real this time. Peace. The intro that everybody loves is coming up now. I actually kind of like it, so we're just gonna play it again as the outro, and then we'll end the stream when the intro is over with. So the intro for the outro is what it is. So y'all enjoy it. Tell me what y'all like about it. All right, we out for real. Let's go.
Thank you.